So you live nearby here in Suwanee? All of you are from Suwanee? Yes? Okay. Just a second. Okay. Play me Danga. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Kunda Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Nava Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Ashwata Deshatarine Om Jnana Tirandasya Jnana Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Skapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sri Juta Parakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakam Vitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 So we continue reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Saintly Son of Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad Maharaj. And we're doing chapter 5, text 23 and 24. This is about the 9 processes of devotional service. Shri Prarada Uvacha Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dashyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischennavalakshana Kriyeta Bhagavati Ada Tanmanye Ditam Uttamam. So read the translation. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj said, hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship with 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming His servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto Him. In other words, serving Him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these 9 methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. So this is the meaning of a learned person. He knows all of this 9 processes. He has acquired the 9 processes of devotional service. So I'm going to read that part whereby we left off this morning. We've been reading this for the last almost 1 month now. The 9 processes of devotional service. Srila Prabhupada has given the most extensive purport in Srimad Bhagavatam in this chapter, and the Archana is the longest purport of all the 9 processes. Srila Prabhupada says one can perform either 9 of them, or 8, or 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, at least 1, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Chanting of the holy name of the Lord is the Yuga Dharma, and it is the process by which one can cross over the ocean of material suffering. One can attain liberation. We were reading this morning. One can attain love of Godhead just by chanting the holy name of the Lord. But then, when we chant the holy name of the Lord, we ask for service. This is the meaning. O Hara Radhe, Shrimati Radharani, the internal potency of the Supreme Lord. She is the Hiladini Shakti. She who pleases Krishna the most. That's the meaning of Radharani. She pleases Krishna the most. She is the queen of Vrindavan. She is the one who can only be greater than Krishna. Not that her personality, but by her love, she conquered Krishna. No one can be greater than Krishna. Krishna is the greatest, but Bhakti is greater than Krishna. By the love of his devotee towards the Supreme Lord, sometimes he becomes subservient. Subservient means he can be ordered. Like Nanda Maharaj will order Lord Krishna to bring his chapal. You've seen that picture of Lord Krishna? Baby Krishna carrying the wooden shoes of Nanda Baba. Or he can be chastised by the Supreme Lord. Who can chastise Krishna? Mother Yasoda, right? Of course, Mother Yasoda will not harm Lord Krishna, but just showing the stick. And then, as acting as a human being, as if he was afraid, in fear, and he was running, not to be captured by Mother Yasoda. So this is Krishna. He's the only personality who's having relationship with everyone. No one besides Krishna. We may have a relationship with our family members, like immediate family members, or we can extend the circle of our reach, like our relatives, our friends, or co-workers, or loved ones. But Krishna is the one who's having relationship with everyone, and he is equal to everyone. And in Archanam especially, we can have that special relationship, develop that special relationship with the Supreme Lord. He is present in his deity form, Archa Vigraha form. The deity could be made by seemingly matter, made of earth, made of wood, stone, marble, or jewelry, or even through the mind, or even by sand. Different material elements seemingly, but when there is the pratishta, or the installation of the Lord, then we invite the Lord to be present in that form. And it is not mental speculation that Krishna looks like this. No, it is written, it is recorded. It is in the Srimad Bhagavatam how he looks like. What he looks like. A bluish, blackish boy, like a rain cloud. You've seen a monsoon cloud? When it's like in India, monsoon is coming, not now, still summertime, but coming like say July, August, September. That's the color, or the color of tamal tree. Like in Krishna Balaram Mandir. How many of you have been to Krishna Balaram Mandir? We have the uniqueness of Krishna Balaram Mandir is that we have a tree inside the temple room. Or also in Mumbai. Yeah, they have a tree. A tamal tree, sometimes the gopis will mistakenly think and see Krishna in that color, in that form. So Krishna can be worshipped in his form. This is the compassionate nature of the Supreme Lord, that he can be worshipped even with our contaminated state. But we should be clean also when we worship the Lord. Even one is not initiated, one can worship the deities, like you see Gornitai. Or sometimes the children, they have these dolls, baby dolls, made of like soft cloth with some stuff inside.
Soft toys, basically.
Yeah, the toys like made Radha, Krishna, or Gornitai, Sitaram, Lakshmana. It's like in Dubai, there is this one Mataji, and she put the doll, Krishna, that is Krishna for her. She put him to sleep, she wakes him up, and when she travels, the baby doll or the goes along with her wherever she goes. So, but one, especially in deity worship in the temple, they have a certain standard. And it's different at home. We should have a standard also at home, but not as strict. Not as strict. But still, it has to be done carefully, not whimsically. If you can do it in a very punctual way or in the purified way, then the mercy and the blessings of the deities will be showered upon us. We'll make spiritual advancement very quickly. How we treat the deities, this is how they reciprocate to us. We should not do artik with a pair of jeans. Or with our pajama. We just came out from bed and then, do the artik. No, we still have to purify ourselves, like go take a bath. And the best way how to purify ourselves is to chant the holy name of the Lord. We are being cleansed inside by chanting the holy name of the Lord. So that is a must for those who wish to worship the deities, at least for those who are not initiated. Then they should have prescribed number of rounds that they can chant. Doesn't have to be 16 rounds, but later on, when they get initiated, then 16 rounds minimum every day is a must. For in the beginning, Gornitai is good. If you're not initiated, they'll be worshipped. They can be worshipped. Even those who are Prabhupada says, even those who are meat eaters, they can worship Gornitai. This is how merciful they are. So we just discussed this morning few offenses, 32 offenses to be avoided in the worship of the deity. Now we will also read some of these offenses. In the Varaha Purana, so as I read, I will explain, and if you have any question needs to be clarified, you can raise your hand, we can stop. We'll try to reply, and then we'll keep on reading, okay? This is how we do it. In the Varaha Purana, there are 18 Puranas, because there are 3 modes of material nature. 6 in the mode of ignorance, 6 in the mode of passion, and 6 in the mode of goodness. But there is one Amala Purana, spotless Purana. That is a Srimad Bhagavatam. It's not in the mode of goodness, it's in pure goodness. That's why the Mayavadis, they cannot touch Srimad Bhagavatam. They can touch, touch means they can translate, they can comment the Bhagavad Gita. They can give their own commentary. Like one commentator says, we should worship the person who is within Krishna. Well, there's no difference. Krishna in and out. Unlike us, this body is not eternal. This body is temporary. So we're different than the actual person who is inside. That means the jiva. This body is made of matter. So Varaha Purana is one of them. The following offenses are mentioned. A. To eat in the house of a rich man. How is that? Prabhu is a rich man, right? Now, that means that, you see, when you go, it's like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he doesn't want to see Maharaj Prataparudra. Rich man means worldly man, attached to material things. So when you go and eat the food that's being cooked in those places where there are people who are attached materially, then you also get contaminated. Karma is transferable. People who have sinful desires, when they cook, also the thoughts and the consciousness is being transferred to the grains. To the grains. That's why on Ekadasi we don't eat grains, beans, lentils, grains. Yeah? Why? Because it says that pap, or sin, personified, resides into these different items. That's why we can eat what? Fruits and vegetables. But not those items. So, it's like the story of Ajamil. He became sinful unknowingly because he was eating the food that was cooked by the prostitute, the woman he married. Unknowingly he was performing sin, and at the same time was chanting Narayan's name, not to counteract the sin. So similarly, we must be careful, especially some of you. I know a devotee in Dubai, a god brother of ours. He will be invited because in the corporate world to close a deal, sometimes they will be invited to go to a hotel, have some drinks, eat some meat. Yeah? To get your favor, they will treat you. So, but no, he's very strict. Very strict. Some devotees also, when they travel, they will bring themselves a rice cooker, and they will make khichdi inside the motel room or the hotel room. So be careful. Even he said, oh, it's a vegetarian restaurant. It's like many vegetarian restaurants nowadays. But if you eat in a vegetarian restaurant, you must be careful. It doesn't mean it's a vegetarian. That means karma free. You can go to Govinda's, yes, no problem. We have Govinda's restaurants all over the world. At least they offer to Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, or Govinda. So, to eat in the house of a rich man is an offense if you're worshipping deities. Or even if you're not worshipping deities, for that matter. To enter the deity's room in the dark. Why? Well, if it's dark, you may stumble to the deities. So there should be always light. Like in Jagannath Puri, there's only one lamp there. I was there. I had the fortune to enter Jagannath temple in Puri. How many of you have been to Jagannath Puri temple inside? Oh, you're very fortunate. See inside, it's very dark, isn't it? It's very dark. You know, when they cook, they cook in pots, stacked from each other, clay pots. This is how they cook. One time, they have many burners, stoves, wooden stoves. And when they offer, after the boga is ready to cook, then they have a tunnel. No one can see the Lord's offerings. If a dog sees the offering, they have to cook again. Chapanbog, 56 items. And it's like a marketplace inside. Prabhupada says they can feed 10,000 people without notice at once. This is Jagannath Puri, the most famous prasadam in the world. When you see that basket, it's made of this kind of like what is it? Like some plant or leaf.
Leaves, yeah.
When you see that, that means Jagannath Prasad. Do they have that in Atlanta, Madan Mohan? No, maybe in a takeaway container. No trademark. But Jagannath Prasad is like that. So, there's only a small lamp inside the main sanctum, main internal, the altar. So don't go to enter the deity's room in the dark. To worship the deity without following the regulative principles, yes. One must follow the regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex. And chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. To enter the temple without vibrating any sound. Yes, that's why before we enter the temple, there's a bell. You can ring the bell, or you can knock on the door. In India, it's a customary, they don't knock the door. They just enter. That's why I put a sign in my office. Knock first, then enter. Sometimes they will just barge in. I says, Prabhuji, you're giving me a heart attack. Is it? There are places in India, there village, no doors. No thieves. I can go in and out, but no one will go inside, to your place. Isn't it? Have you heard of that place? And in India, there are no doors. Maybe windows they have, but no doors. In India, I don't know. In the Philippines, we have to knock the door. In America, beware of dogs. You gotta be careful. Instead of beware of dogs, sometimes they will say beware of God. So we have to, at least inform to the Lord that I'm entering. Yeah, we should go like that. Even at home, if you have an altar here, don't just go inside. To collect food that has been seen by a dog. Again, that's why if you have a dog or a cat, if you have deities, no. If they seen what you're cooking, even to smell, when we cook and you lust, usually when we cook we put chants, we put masala, especially the burning ghee. Hmm? And he says, oh, how nice what has been cooking here. That's it. It's finished. It cannot be offered. Cannot be offered. But to say a dog or some, if you have even, let's say a bird. Mm-hmm. At home, sometimes devotees, they have birds. I know my sister, she has birds, but separate from the kitchen. Mm-mm. So be careful in that one, because it is unofferable. Yes.
So does that mean that if you have pets, you should keep them away from your kitchen?
You should be outside of your home.
Okay.
Why inside?
And this is also for Gomata, the cow also?
Well, Gomata, have you seen Gomata inside your home?
No, but sometimes in the village.
No, what do you mean sometimes? Are they inside the home?
Yeah, they are sometimes within the...
No, they're not. They're not. They're outside.
Okay.
Do they sleep in your bed, the cows? No. They have their own barn.
Right.
Yeah? We even offer puja to the cows.
Right.
But we cannot offer puja to the dogs. Holy cow. That's what I mean by holy cow. Krishna spends more time with the cows than Mother Yasoda.
Right.
12 hours every day. No, it's different. If you have dogs or cats, let them be outside. It smells, they poop, they don't take bath. You've seen when we go for japa walk, you know, the master always holding plastic bag. Stoop your poop. Yeah. And it's dirty. No. Okay, you can have a guard dog outside, but not inside. Some elevated personalities like Bamsidas Babaji Maharaj, he will feed the dogs from his own plate because they're Brajavasis. The dogs are Brajavasis. They're pure. They're always with Brajaraj. But that doesn't mean we invite them inside. So the cows is different. Sometimes I've seen a video of the cow. They will go inside a store.
Yeah, small cows. They
Yeah,
go
inside the store. But not like that. Okay? So if you have a dog or a cat, Hare Krishna. To break silence while offering worship to the deity. It's like if they're eating, don't interrupt them, don't barge in. Give them time to eat the offering. When we do worship of the Lord, we do kirtan, yes. We were reading also previously this morning to talk in front of the deities, to have your cell phone, even to say, yes, I'm inside the temple room. Come here, in front of Gornitai. Yes. You go outside and you tell them, yes, we'll go together inside. Yeah? When I see them, that's why better not use the phone while inside the temple room or to take selfies. They're more absorbed to themselves than to the deities. You know. In some temples, they will grab your cell phone if you take photos. Okay, where is this here? To go to the toilet during the time of worshipping the deity. That means this is for the pujari. So better do whatever you have to do, everything, before doing the artik. Or if you go somehow, it's emergency, then you have to take bath again, you have to change. If you use the same cloth, going to the bathroom, or even eating, use the same cloth to honor prasad, and then you don't go inside the altar. No, it is not. That's why some they use silk cloth. I use silk because this is purer than cotton. Yeah. So it remains pure itself. I can use the same cloth if I didn't go to the washroom, even the next day. If I go do deity worship. Yes?
So is this for installed deities or even deities at home?
You have to have a high standard. You have to have a high standard at home. I'm not saying that, everything is mentioned here. Everything that's mentioned here is also applicable to the Grihastha ashram. Yeah. Don't go do artik with a pajama, you just walk up again. You just walk up, you didn't even wash your face, and you're late. And you want to do immediately, no. You have to be careful. Take bath, put on tilak, fresh clothes. You can even use the same cloth the next day. After the puja, you fold them, put them aside, change to your work clothes. Fine, that's good. So the next day you wear the same cloth, that's fine.
Prabhuji, that cloth should be silk, like for lady
No,
silks and...
not needed. But silk is pure, more pure than cotton. That's why Guru Maharaj, somehow we changed. Somehow he changed into silk. Before he only used cotton cloth. But when he knew that silk cloth is like that, it's pure, then he will wear. I'm not wearing because for style, but it is for purity also. Raw silk. Raw silk. This is like 4 years old and still looks fresh and new, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cotton, you use it for 6 months, you have to discard. Sometimes they use jute also. So for the Matajis, when you go on the altar, be sure you don't use synthetic. I know one pujari, he was using synthetic dhoti. It caught on fire. And he left his body because of that. So Matajis don't use synthetic cloth when you go on the altar because it is flammable, highly flammable. You catch fire, immediately it spreads very fast. Whether you use silk or cotton. Matajis, because in India, Matajis don't go on the altar, but in the West they do. Yeah, be careful. Any other points? Okay, to go to the toilet during the time of worshipping the deity. Do all your business before going inside the altar or doing your... And if you have to go, again, change your cloth or exchange your cloth, go into the bathroom. To offer incense without offering flowers. What does this mean? See, when we do artik in India, in Vrindavan, we offer flowers first. You've seen on the altar, the pujaris, they will offer flowers, flower petals first. This is like the initial puja for like deity worship. Offer incense without offering flowers. to worship the deity with forbidden flowers. There are some flowers that are forbidden. Like some flowers only offerable to Lord Shiva. Yellow color, something like that. Reddish color. So not all flowers are offerable. Or if they're stale or they're already like old, don't offer it to the Lord. If there are no flowers, you can offer within your mind. If there are no tulsi available within your mind, you can offer tulsi. Put to the offerings. That is the same as having the tulsi. This is spiritual. This is how it goes. You have to put tulsi, right? There's no tulsi around. Let's say you're traveling. To your mind, you can offer the tulsi included in your offering. To begin worship without having washed one's teeth. So yes, this is very important. To begin worship after sex. Because that is contaminated state. That's why it is better to chant few rounds also before going inside the altar. Because we are in the mode of ignorance. Some pujaris, they will just wake up and then immediately go inside the altar. Still in the mode of ignorance. So it is advised that pujaris also, if they're going to do puja, better they attend Mangalartik as well. It sets your mind, your consciousness in a pure state. I know one devotee in New Jersey. He will get up early at home and he will chant his rounds first. He will drink 2 liters of water. So he doesn't want to do the artik immediately because he may again stop the worship. What he will chant some rounds and then around 4:30, he'll get up like 3:30. And then 4:30 he will do his Mangalartik. Then by that time he already passed water, he's already done that. Yeah? Or he doesn't have to take bath immediately because chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, even if you are in impure state, you can chant the holy name. And then before that, then he will take a bath, then he will do the artik, he will do his puja. Yeah? To touch a lamp, dead body, or a woman during her menstrual period, or to put on red or bluish clothing, unwashed clothing, the clothing of others, or soiled clothing. See that? To touch a lamp, dead body or a woman during her menstrual period, or to put on red or bluish clothing. Why red or bluish clothing? See, we should not be in a situation that we will be the center of attraction. Krishna is the center of attraction. Reddish is like eye-catching. Or sometimes devotees, they will dance very frivolously. We were taught by Srila Prabhupada how to dance. Raise hands and go like this. Nowadays they dance, holding hands and they go like this. We were not taught like that. That's not dance. Sometimes some people, some women, they will come to the mandir, Krishna Balaram mandir, and they will dance like erotically, not really dance. And someone will take a video of them for the purpose, for their social media. And then everyone will be watching. Oh, what a nice dance. And they'll forget Krishna. It's not proper. Isn't it?
Prabhuji, what about lamp? You said?
This is if you to touch a lamp, if you are contaminated. For the Matajis. Or us. Don't go immediately. It's a contamination to begin worship after sex. That's contaminated. See, the main thing is to be pure. To worship the pure, we have to be pure. Prabhupada says, to enter the sun planet, you have to have a suitable body which is compatible to the sun planet. Otherwise, you'll be burnt. So to worship the most pure, we have to be pure. Yeah? To go back home, back to Godhead, we have to be pure. And this is giving us the facility to go back home, back to Godhead by worshiping the Lord. Even in our contaminated state, but that doesn't mean that we will do it mental speculation. That we do, I am pure, you're not. First of all, it has to show even externally that you are pure. But most important is internal purification, the chanting of the holy name. Yeah? Any other points in that one? See, too bluish also is attracting. Or they are in the mode of passion and ignorance. Reddish is in the mode of what? Passion. Unwashed clothing. Always wear fresh clothes. In Vrindavan, I've seen, we're not so strict. I've seen, people, they wear shorts, adults wearing shorts, because they just came from sleep. And ladies, they're wearing pajamas. You can tell a person who's wearing pajamas, right? Their combination, very colorful. No, very difficult to. In Mayapur, oh, they're very, very strict. You've seen in Mayapur? Very strict over there. They will not let you in. Vrindavan is a little merciful. But I always told the security guards, in masjid, you cannot enter, Matajis cannot enter with cut off sleeves. Even in UAE, they have a code for clothing. You go to St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, you cannot just, if you have this, no, they're going to give you something to cover. Because it attracts attention. And it is disrespectful in that way. Other offenses are to worship the deity after seeing a dead body, to pass air before the deity. Sometimes devotees who left their bodies in Vrindavan, they will, because they've been doing so many service, so much service. They've done so much service for many, many years. Like our Guru Maharaj, but his body is not a material body. It's transcendental. So we brought his body from Delhi. We brought his body towards inside Prabhupada Samadhi. And then we came out, and then we entered the temple. Had darshan, the last darshan of the deities. Sisi Gauranitai, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna Balaram, Radhesham. Now this is not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Yeah. It's not for general devotees. But those sannyasis who love their bodies and those Prabhupada's disciples who they did a lot of service to Srila Prabhupada. At least up to Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi only, not entering the temple room. Have you seen that video of the last rites? Thousands of devotees. Thousands. So this is very rare. And their bodies are, they're not cremated. We put the transcendental form of our Guru Maharaj in the Samadhi. We dug huge amount of earth, more than 8 feet, maybe 10 feet. So seeing the transcendental form of the spiritual master or sannyasi after leaving their body is not contaminating. It is purifying. We even touch, many wanted to touch the body, the lotus feet. Isn't it? You did not get contaminated by that. You become more pure, purified.
Prabhuji, so in that case, when you go to someone's house, when someone has died, then you should come back and
Take bath immediately. This is when we go. Sometimes devotees will be cremated in Vrindavan, in the gut, near Keshigar. Keshigar. There's a place where they burn all the corpses. You're contaminated in that way. But still, it's not contaminated because they're devotees. But this is the tradition. This is the culture. You should take bath immediately. Don't go inside the temple with the same cloth. Or don't even go anywhere. Just go straight. Your clothes should be washed. You should take a bath with your cloth on. Yeah. And immediately that is being washed. Yeah? Don't wait, don't mix it up with your other cloth and then be there for many days. Put it immediately in your washing machine. And then you have to wash your washing machine. Put Gangajal. This is Krishna consciousness. Seriously, that's the way it should be.
Maharaj,
Yes.
like what to talk about touching the dead body, like people are eating dead bodies.
What?
People are eating the, like the dead
The
body.
people who are eating
The
dead
dead-
flesh,
Yeah, actually. So
but they don't have clue. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know. The food that they eat has been dead for many days. It's more of ignorance, isn't it? I've heard if you eat something and it makes you sleepy and lazy after that, you're eating actually a dead food. If you eat something that will gives you energy, you become fully awake. That is alive food. What is alive food? Prasadam, vegetables, fruits, grains, milk, lentils, and so on. Okay? Anything else? Any points in this? To pass air before the deity or to show anger before the deity. Don't show all of these things. Don't chastise anybody in front of the deities. It should be a joyful mood in front of the deities. If you see your enemy in the temple room, restrain yourself. Get to him, get with him or her outside. But the devotees, they don't have any enemies. Yeah? They may be upset momentarily, or they may be angry momentarily for Krishna, but then immediately the mood will change. No more upset, no more anger. Or to worship the deity just after returning from a crematorium. After eating, one should not worship the deity until one has digested his food. Why? Why? Because you'll be birthing. You're still passing air. That's passing air through the mouth. So one should not worship the deity after eating because you're full, isn't it? You come out. So that is an offense. Yeah? Until one has digested his food. Nor should one touch the deity or engage in any deity worship after eating safflower oil or hing. Why hing? Smells. Remember, we read one should brush one's teeth. We read it earlier, right? Before doing the arti. So it should be clean. Hing, sometimes it has some smell. These are also offenses. Any questions? Any points?
So it looks like Maharaj,
Huh?
offering prayers on Ekadasi seems to be easier.
What's that again?
Offering prayers on Ekadasi,
Offering?
offering prayers on Ekadasi is easier, right? Because we don't have any of these offices.
I don't understand.
On Ekadasi,
Yeah.
following all these rules is much easier.
But you still have to do deity worship.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't have to be conscious. We are eating only vegetables or something.
Oh, if you're fasting, it's okay. But if you're eating, others cannot fast like you. You're a sadhu. I cannot fast. Well, this coming Nirjala Ekadasi, then it's easy. But still, it is not easy because your body becomes so hot. Especially now in India, if you're going to be fasting Nirjal, dry fast, it'll be very, very difficult, isn't it? I remember fasting one time Nirjal Ekadasi in India. Oh boy. The body is so hot. You cannot sleep. You're going back and forth. Sideways, backwards, and your tummy, everything. You cannot sleep. How about the pujari? They have to continue the seva. Yeah.
Prabhuji, for fasting we can take fruits, milk and all, right? No drinks.
Yeah, that is fasting. That is not the best. Ekadasi means not even eating before the night before. In ISKCON, they know it's Ekadasi, the next day they have a big feast the night before. Pizza, lasagna, everything, samosa. Big feast, because they know they're going to be fasting the next day, isn't it? That's not Ekadasi. Ekadasi means sunset, no more eating. The night before. And actually, Dwadasi is more potent than the Ekadasi. Because if you fail to break the right time, what you did the day before, it doesn't count. Isn't it? That's why we're always, what was the breaking of the fast? What time? Isn't it? We're so conscious, right? Oh yeah, I should follow that. Hmm? Mm-mm. Any other points? Let me see. Mm-mm. It's been over an hour now. We're discussing. I can continue on if you like, but that whole paragraph is over. Let me see here. Mm-mm. Any questions, Mataji? Huh?
Maharaj, I have one question.
Go ahead. I'm here for this. If you have any doubts, you better tell us now, because once this is over, if you have any doubts, you can ask somebody else. It will not be me. But this is the right time now, especially those who have deities at home, or even pictures of the deities. Yes.
The Nirjal Ekadasi is coming, so
You know?
can you give high level how when you stop, even when you stop drinking water, when how to start?
You don't. The praharna, praharna is like from sunrise to sunrise. Usually. So you should drink, let's say you woke up at 4 o'clock, drink 10 gallons of water. I don't think you can do that. Actually, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's more dangerous. That's why, even if it's not Ekadasi, we should control our senses. Don't eat too much and don't eat too little. Don't sleep too much and don't sleep too little. Don't work too hard and don't work too little. This is a yogi. We have to be yogi, even now. Don't wait till that Nirjal Ekadasi. We should learn how to control our senses. So, yeah, it's like Brahma Muhurta to Brahma Muhurta, or sunrise to sunrise. Yes.
Maharaj, are there any rules and regulations
Are there any rules and regulations?
for deity worship when there is death in the family?
Oh yeah, it says in Nectar of Devotion there is some contamination period, like for Brahmanas, for Sudras, and so on. Usually we will not go if someone, we should not go on the altar immediately. I'm just not able to remember how many days. Is it Nectar of Devotion? It's written there. Don't go immediately. But if it is really needed and there is no pujari, go. You have to be practical. Yeah?
At home?
At home? Well, at home also, I knew when my mother passed away, I was still doing my puja. Well, on the day when my mother left, I told myself, let me do my puja first. I know she's really like, she's almost there. But somehow she waited for me. So it was auspicious also, because I touched the Salagram Shilas, I touched the deities, and then I hold her body. So that is auspicious, isn't it? I knew that she's going to leave her body. So I decided, well, let me finish my puja first. So in that way it will be auspicious for her. Because if she left without me doing the puja, I will not have time to do my puja the whole day. So I thought, this is I have to do this for her. Even though I know that she's already practically unconscious, I touch her. I give her the Abhishek water, sprinkle her body. Yeah? So, I don't know. I don't know if someone left one's family member and you do better not until the whole ordeal is finished. Yeah. Gita Mataji, just wait. Yes. Speak louder.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
What is the correct order for doing deer devotion at home? Like first lighting lamp, then offering.
The same. It's the same as a temple. Don't put chamara in the beginning or fan in the beginning. You can always fan, you can always chamara, but that will still be the end. Maybe your daughter, your son can do chamara while you're doing the arti. That's fine. But the order is like dup, the incense, then the kila, then if there is no we call water abhishek. It's not abhishek. Arghya. Then you can just use flowers. Offer flower petals and then the chamara and then the peacock fan. If you don't have the peacock fan and chamara, those 3 items at least. Yeah. Or those 2 items. Incense and flowers. That's why it says one should not offer incense without flowers. Yeah. Gita Mataji first. Yes.
Continuation. What if the death has happened in another state, another country, another city?
Still you are a family member. You have to share the mourning. You mourn, M-O-U-R-N. Yeah. The connection is there. It's like right now, you have family members in India. So you're connected with them. You do bhakti here, they get credits over there. That's true. That's see, karma is transferable. Same with your practice of bhakti. You give credits to your family members as well. Even if they're not following the same process as we do, they get benefited. You give credits to them by doing so. If your husband is in India and he's doing bhakti, you still get 50% here. The Matajis. Yes, that's how it goes. But you have to chant your rounds. That doesn't mean that, they will chant your rounds themselves. Huh? Uh-huh.
Maharaj, one person online, he wants to ask question.
What is the question?
Let me ask you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Janardhan.
Who is this?
This is Srinivas.
What is your name? Where are you from?
This is Srinivas Pundarikdas from Pittsburgh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram. Bolo.
Yes, Prabhuji. I would like to know what is the minimum standard of worship, of deity worship at home in terms of number of artis and offering, yoga offerings.
What is the minimum number? 0 or 1? Huh? Haribol,
Yes, Prabhuji.
what is the minimum number? 0 or 1?
1, I believe.
There you go. That is your answer.
Yeah, so we do 1 arti in the mandala arti in the morning, and we do 2 or 3 times the yoga offering in the morning and in the night, and sometimes in the afternoon. So I was just wondering if
Sometimes? Oh, wait. I heard the word sometimes. Don't
we
use...
do yoga offering in the morning as well as in the evening, and in the in the afternoon, my wife does it, and sometimes we skip that one. But we do too often.
Don't use the word sometimes for the deities. You eat 3 times, you offer 3 times if you can. If you're working,
Sure.
doesn't not. Don't use the word sometimes because they will be looking for you. Hey, where is my prasadam? Oh, sometimes, my dear Lord. Okay. The secret in deity worship is punctuality, cleanliness, and consistency. You have to be consistent. Once you start offering, let's say, 2 items, don't offer next time only 1 item. Okay, so start with the basic. 1. If you want to do 2, then you have to do 2. If you want to do 3, then do 3. But don't start not until you are ready to do it every day. Yes? Hello? Are you there? He disappeared. He probably ran away.
I was muted.
Huh?
I was muted.
Muted by whom? I did not do anything here.
Yeah. So yes, of course, I think this answers my questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So one
And the best ingredient is you have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Without chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, whatever you're offering to the Lord, they don't accept 100%.
Thank you, Maharaj. Sure.
Okay,
This helps.
very
Thank you.
good. Hare Krishna. Okay,
Maharaj, one last question.
one last?
Yes, Maharaj from
Okay,
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. This is Aditi Lata Devi Dasi. I met you in Baltimore, if you remember. Gita Mataji introduced. I'm in Philadelphia. So I
Okay.
have a question that for some situations, like I will give you 2 instances when it becomes very difficult to maintain the cleanliness as well as consistency. That is, my son is in wheelchair and sometimes he goes for surgery or something. So at that situation, when we are in the hospital and we are not being able to, come, the surgery is there or he is critical, at that time we are missing that worshipping.
Okay.
In the evening. That
I
is one
understand.
Yeah, that is one situation. Another situation is on Sundays or on when we go to temple. In the evening, to the temple, we have to start by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we did morning and afternoon worshipping and prasadam. But the evening one, we try to, because we don't want to miss it, we just do it
Okay,
instantly.
Mataji, try your best, whatever you can do. Krishna will understand your situation. Always try your best and Krishna will do the rest. Okay?
Yes, Maharaj, but what will I do for
But, are you using the word but?
No, I mean for the going on the going to
Mataji,
temple.
don't go into details. I'm telling you,
Okay.
just do your best. I'm not going to go into details here. We're talking about principles here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, Maharaj.
Do what you can do. Because in your condition, in your situation, you have a child, a special child. Krishna can understand your situation. Okay, so do whatever you can do. But as I said, don't do something which you'll not be able to continue. And if you're already doing something that you've been doing for a long time, maybe sometimes you will miss. But don't make it a habit that you're always missing. Then reduce your service now. Okay?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you. Thank you, Hare Krishna. It is painful if you want to do service, but then you are hampered by your family members. So you have to balance. Krishna knows, Krishna understands. But if you can do for Krishna something which you're trying to avoid it, then that's another situation now. Krishna knows what you can do. Krishna knows what you give, but Krishna knows more what you are keeping. We go to the temple, we put $10. What is $10? To the hundi box. That's nothing. Huh? And then we spend so much, hundreds of dollars for our family members, for sense enjoyment. What is that? Then you say, Krishna, I love you. That's not what love is. Huh? You think we can buy Krishna with $10? No. But if you cannot give your Lakshmi, give your time. Give your energy. Isn't it? Spend some time in the temple, help wash pots or sweep the floor or help in the Sunday school for the children. That is also contribution. That's your energy. Krishna has just wanted to see our sincerity, not the amount of money that we give. We cannot buy Krishna with our wealth. But we can win and we can attract him by our bhakti, by our sincerity. Bhakti means sincerity. Sincerity means, well, when Guru Maharaj will say, yeah, that devotee is sincere. Even the one who sweeps the floor, he's very sincere. He's focused. Sincerity means focus. He's doing it with love and devotion. That is sincerity. Not to show off, hey, I'm the best. Everyone, hey, you should look at me here, I'm the best. That's not bhakti. Automatically, a devotee is famous. You don't have to advertise yourself. It's like the politicians, they will campaign, yes, we do this, we do this. No, in bhakti, even if you're in the last, if you're way, way far, Krishna sees you over there. That's what Prabhupada said, oh, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati says, act in such a way that Krishna wants to see you. It's not that act in such a way that you want to see Krishna. Of course, we want to see Krishna. Everyone is pushing in the temple room, right there in front of the altar, as close as the altar. But they don't do any seva. You can be in the back. Krishna sees you if you're doing very sincere seva. Yeah. Okay? So we stop here. Right? Yes or no? Do you want more? We stop here now.
Recording stopped.
Oh, very good. Better than ours here. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Sitanath Pramanande. Hari Hari Bol. Dhanyavad.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Kirtan or what to do? More kirtan or prasadam time? Huh?